Dear Soul Journal, today I write not for the world's applause, but for the truth I've buried inside me. These pages carry the anchors of my past, the masks I've worn, the pain I inherited, and the karma I was born to transform. This is my journal of becoming, flawed, sacred, human. I speak not as someone who has arrived, but as someone finally willing to be seen. I open these pages to share a story, one that shaped me, broke me, and made me who I am. This is not just a podcast, these are my soul's journals. Welcome. So today I'm here to tell my story. As it said, in order to move forward, you need to look back to understand your present and know who you are becoming. So I will witness the choices I've made and bring them to my awareness, as I know the best way to prepare for the future is to be fully aware of the present and how we got here. In the 7 spiritual laws of success, when we talk about karma, it states that to transmute karma to positive karma, you need to ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What is the universe trying to teach me? Then tie this to your purpose so that you can teach others about this. So I am telling my story to be able to look at myself deeply, unmasked, and feel free to be seen for truly who I am, and to stand in my true and authentic self, stand in my power and stand in who I am today. With all the particles that make me who I am from my past, as I stand strong in becoming a better version of myself. I am Lerato, a mom, wife, spiritual healer, a founder of an organization that deals with child development through the art of play. I am a kids' life coach, which ties into my spiritual gifts. The story continues. So now the child is very sick. And one morning she wakes up to tell me her dream, and from what she said I could gather the meaning behind the dream. So as I prayed, I was then asked to go to the river for a cleansing, and I did that. After that, they asked me to go to someone who is now a medium. But it's someone that I did know, and take the child with. When we got there, the shock of my life happened. The consultation began, and she said the child needs to know her aunts and have a relationship with them. I agree, because in my mind I know the aunts. But as the conversation continued, I then realized that they're not talking about the people that I'm thinking they're talking about. They're actually revealing the fact that they're talking about another bloodline, which is not the biological aunts. That was a bombshell for me. They asked me to go to Patla for the child. She was also there. All these things have been said right in front of her. She was shocked. I was shocked. I was crying, thinking about the child, the hurt that I've caused, my marriage. It was just overwhelming and a lot to deal with. I go home with the child and I sit her down. I talk to her about everything that just happened, and I apologize to her. And I ask her not to say anything until I talk to the dad. I said this knowing the kind of relationship they have. So she was going to say something. I take him from Pahlila, and I waited a week to talk to my husband about this whole thing. This was so difficult, but I pulled through. He didn't know how to act around the child. The child didn't know how to act around him. It was a very difficult moment in my household. I have to deal with the fact that I'm the one who's causing this hurt to them, the guilt, the shame. It was just too much. I have to also deal with the fact that I am that woman who gave someone a child that is not theirs. I had to deal with all of that. Mind you, these were the only two partners that ever saw me naked. So I get the neighbor's number to call the cousin so I can tell him about this. I finally get to see him and tell him my findings. And it's like, I've never ejaculated inside of you. So how is this possible? And I also didn't know. I didn't also have the answers. He's married. He's got kids, 3 boys, and he's married to the same girl I was told about. So now I didn't want to mortar his marriage. And I also wanted to give my marriage a chance to heal. All he could say to me was that he's going to do his own research about this and he's going to come back to me. He said he's also spiritually inclined and that he's never heard anything about this. So till today he's still doing research and I'm okay with that. And so for today, this page is closed, but the journey continues. Until next time, may you find your own truth in your soul's pages. With love, Lerato.